680. Welcome to my life, people of the internet. Yes, it is cringe. And the first message we have from an ugly rat on Twitter was, what beautiful two things. This before it's even done. This is cringe and you are a rat. Hello everybody. What, you're not late, WTF? I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm here on time. Oh! Fellow humans of the earth, I'm going to send my tweet now. And welcome to the live show. Hello all the people on YouNow. Hello all the people on YouTube watching this. Hello all the people on Tumblr who are innocently scrolling through their dashboards only for a giant rat to attack them when they least expected it. Hi, my name is Dan, and that sounded way too much like the start of Hello Internet. This is a Tuesday, and for the next hour, we're gonna hang out so you can pretend you have friends, so I can pretend that I get any social interaction done at all. I'm wearing pants from the waist down, but they are pajamas, so this doesn't count as a social event. So, how are we all doing today? Wonderful watching this live right now. I'm looking at chat. Why don't you type it and tell me how you're doing? Because this is a two-way conversation. I totally care about how death, said Michaela. Okay, that's also kind of strange. Not gonna kink shame a thing. Terrible, says Crystal. I want death, said Star. Lazy. Hungry. Interesting. Lots of thumbs up. Pretty good. I'm fine. Hi, Daddy, said somebody. Spelt in the exact same way that Pusha T spells it. Was that? It wasn't a reference. Productive. Caitlin's feeling. Who is this? Go away, Caitlin. Who's feeling productive? We can't. Now it would be desperately trying to get, because it's really cold. I don't honestly. In the UK, it's so fickle. It goes warm to really cold in like 2 seconds, and today it's been like freezing. So I've been like mega hoodie all day, and this is a good one because it's it never ends. The sleeve, like I'm a long person, okay? Long boy. I mean, literally, look at these sleeves. Yeah, that's right, and that's necessary to keep me alive, to be honest. Dead inside, said Victoria on the YouTube chat. Good to know that even over on YouTube, people are just as enthusiastic about life. Yeah, so I'm doing good, other than, you know, freezing to death, which is why I've got my hood up. Dan, you look like a sad goth, said Toby. It's Toby, a sad goth. Well, you know, not all goths are sad. I'm sure some goths just wear black because it's a fashion choice, and then they couldn't be happier. So are you saying that I look like a goth, or that mainly I just look sad? I'm not sure which one you're referring to there, but thank you for letting me know, definitely. Have you ever considered Open University, said Donna Spurr. What, me? Go back and study voluntarily? I mean, school's pretty awful. Okay, let's do a quick poll. Who here's an education? If so, give me a one word to sum up how zazzed you are about your life of education. Are you enjoying school, college, university, your PhD in molecular physics? Nah, mate. Death. Okay, cool. Gross. I want to die. Hate, stressed, death. I love doing this. Hell, death, dead, torture. Terribly stressed. Kill me. Pretty okay. Interesting. Warm. Stress. School is warm. Is it? Help, dead inside. Pain. Ugh. Love it. Can't wait for university. Okay, fun. I'd say that's probably 5% of you had something positive to say. Well, I mean, I appreciate that. That's good. And speaking of learning things, guess what your boy Danny finally did? Uploaded a video. Yup. This is disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. But it had been nearly 10 months since the last internet support group video, which I think was like last August or something. How disgusting is that? Who remembers the last internet support group where I was drinking the vodka and joking about that, and that was like the last joke I did? That was like only a few months of being a year ago. Wow. We're all dying. Dan, take off your hood. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll whack that. What do I look like? Hood hair, can you say? I've been like this for the last 3 hours. I loved your new video so much. Thank you, Melody. Why are you so hydrated, lady? Okay, so Char Grilled asking me, what's with all the hydration? I don't know, man. You know, as of 2016, it was a challenging year for the world. You know, that was 10 months ago. Yes, it was 10 months ago. We are all hurtling towards death. And I feel like, you know, if you look at just like memes and the jokes that people make, we're all in this sensitive 2017 where we're all a bit shocked and traumatized. We're trying to just be kind and encourage each other, and be positive. There's lots of wholesome memes going around. You know, I felt the urge to reach into my inner wholesome howl, and you know what? I said, hey, maybe the relatable sad joke of the moment is to actually just talk about the importance of being healthy. So why not just have a good old pint of water? There we go. I hate my job. Help, said McKenna. There you go. McKenna, everybody, has a job, and she hates her job. So it's not just school. Your suffering will continue into the future. There we go. Can you say hi to Megan Hannah? What up, Meg? Oh, I'm sorry. Wear yellow, my brand is dead, said Ash Yellow DJH. Look at me. Do I look like somebody that's going to wear yellow anytime soon? That's just not going to be. You look lovely, by the way, today. Do I? What, just a big black mass, the antithesis of colour, just absorbing it. Emo, said Javier. I mean, okay, yeah, I'll accept that. What about that B-movie meme? Oh my god. Okay, right. So if you didn't watch my last video, you should go to my YouTube channel, Dan Is Not On Fire, and watch it. The last question, spoiler, somebody sent me the entire script of the B-movie in Morse code. And this was a very, very long email. They sent me the entire script. Jesus Christ, it was the longest thing ever. And like the thing is about B-movie memes is that they're quite dead by now. You know, it was several months ago. B-movie has reached its peak. It's even gone past like ironic reference to it, and it's gone down. But like, how can you make a B-movie joke and it's still throw somebody? You send it to them in Morse code and make them translate it while they're filming a video. That'll get the job done. So shout out to the person that did that. And yes, as I told everybody in the photo that I tweeted the next day, the Internet support group has now been completely ruined. It's utterly destroyed. Every single mail, thousands of emails, are now just the entire B-movie script. So thank you for that. I'm probably going to have to wait another 10 months for the next internet support group just so the B-movie memes stop being sent. So thanks for that. How do you stop thinking about the inevitable void that is death, said James. You don't. You just become the void. You brought my girlfriend Delaney and I together. Congrats on your relationship, Julia. Okay, who do we have up in the box today? Parody PML, Meredith, Melody, McKenna, Meg. Wow, is this like some kind of Illuminati of people with M names? Like, what's actually Brony or Nah, said Emily. I'm going to go with Nah. Ash, Julia, fan makes me smile. I like cheese and crackers with the RuneScape meme picture. And then I ate Luke. What up there? Hi to Nat and Sim. Hi. So yeah, you interrupted my MCR marathon. That's a whole other kind of inevitable void. Getting into an MCR marathon. Am I right, guys? Too soon. Still. Follow Tumblr after live show, maybe. Okay, whatever. My little sister watches you and Phil. Are you suitable? I don't know. If you're like 45 and your little sister is 42, I'd say that I'm suitable. If your little sister is 8, I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. Do you still listen to emo bands? Said Savannah. No. What even is an emo band? Like, are there any emo bands anymore? Not really. I mean, modern day emo is just like cool pop music. You know, I listened to all the emo bands back in 2005. I don't still listen to them. That's strange. Can you say hi to Jess and Deandra? What up, Jessandra? That's the thing. I've started that now. I'm sorry. Maybe you don't want to be... Dan WTF, I'm in the bath. Hey, you! Don't drop your phone, otherwise I'll be the cause of your death. Hey, Dan, I wouldn't have met my girlfriend Ellen without you. Oh my god, I'm responsible for so many lesbian hookups. Honestly, I'm so honoured. What is it about me that inspires that? I'm so proud of your happiness. Truly. I know it sounds sarcastic, but I'm not. I'm making bath bombs for my Etsy store. And your name is Betsy. Well, that's a coincidence. Make a green one. Melting Shrek did that once. I feel betrayed. Don't kink shame emos. Look, emo, it was a thing. It used to be cool. I mean, it was never cool, but like within the community of emos, it was cool. Now, I mean, there's just no emo left now. It's just terrible. Like, I understand if you're like, you're 12, you go on the internet, you see some emos on Google Images, and you're like, this is cool, I love it, this is all good, but dear God. It's still a thing, said Slay Queen Edits. Pray for these children. My host child's always farting on me. Oh, that's disturbing. Say hi to, hello, the psychiatrist, my boyfriend Timmy. Is your boyfriend really called Timmy? Your hair is like my sexuality. Whoa! Nice one. Should have shouted out your name there. That was quite good. I feel attacked. Oh my god, all of the emos are coming out of the dust now. It's like when I shout out Sweden and everyone goes, I'm Swedish and it's cold! By the way, shout out Sweden! Oh yeah, Dan, I just spilled a 2-litre bottle of Evian on my bed. Is my bed purified or destroyed? Probably purified. You need to wash those sheets. Honestly, do you wash your sheets? Do you have friends or girlfriends or boyfriends or just non-gender specific friends coming over to your abode? You would be shocked people don't do that. Like, I wash these sheets. I wash them. They smell nice. They're good. If you're having friends round, you should wash your sheets. You don't want any people you're trying to impress sitting in your bed and with a smelly bed. Because you don't know if your bed smells because you're lying in it all the time. I wash my sheets. Yes, Sarah. I'm 19. My friends are convinced I haven't left the 14-year-old emo phase. I mean, that's okay. Arguably, neither have I. I mean, look at me right now, sitting here, literally absorbing light. It's terrible. Have you watched Bates Motel? No, but I hear Rihanna's in it. I don't know what to think about that. Please don't spoil it for me. Hey Dan, can I call you Daniel from now on? Maybe I'll rebrand to Daniel. Could I pull that off? It's a good name, you know, like it's very British. Daniel Radcliffe, Daniel Craig. Who else is called Daniel? Daniel Howell. That sounds like a British. It's good. It's very casual. Who knows? I mean, maybe I can feel the freedom to decide whether I'm Daniel or Dan. Or Dan is not on fire! Daniel's a great name. It sounds so mature. No, Dan mature. There we go, just divided right there. Hot dating similar Stephanie Christ will get that. Dan, I'm reading the Roxby. That sounds amazing. I'm going to name my child Dan. I hope that isn't after me, because when I have my inevitable scandal in 2 years, that'll just be a terrible mistake. Dan, please fix the corner of your bed. What, that? No, you deserve to suffer. What can I say? Were you a funny kid, said Riser. My parents told me I was a funny kid. I don't know, maybe I just like walked into things. I think as like a child growing into a teen, if I was like funny, I ended up being obnoxious. What scandal? That is a good question. What would Dan's big scandal be? It's not going to be anything cool. It needs to be kind of relatably sad and a bit awkward. Give me some inspiration, and then when I feel like I really need some attention, I'll go full 2007 Britney. Which is an inspiration to all of us to, reclaim your life. Don't let other people define you, and take time out for your mental health if you want to. Honestly, what an inspiration for all of us. I'm scared, said Scout. What did you do for St. Patrick's Day? On St. Patrick's Day, drunken marriage in Venus, kidnapping a dog. Okay, interesting. Llamas, said Dully P. Honestly, I'm still getting llamas in full caps. Help me. Why are your cheeks so pink? Probably because I've had my hood up all day. Hamster trafficking. Nah, that's Phil. Interesting. So many people are just typing llamas now. You're going to make me start crying. Your scandal would be getting arrested for killing Phil after he finally stole enough of your cereal. That's pretty like... I feel like that's scheduled. I don't know about you. Dan, I'm throwing up right now. What is wrong with you? Honestly, you're an emotional roller coaster. You're not enjoying school. And you're throwing up right now. And Bakutu Crash says, I cried at work today. Life sucks. Jesus fucking Christ, guys. Get it together. Or not. You know, it's okay to cry sometimes. Life is sad. And that's okay. How do you feel about somebody with a service dog subbed to you on YouTube? How do I feel about somebody with a service dog subbed to me on YouTube? I mean, come on. Like, what's the answer to that? Ooh. I don't know how I feel. I mean, good. Right. My dad called and interrupted you, but I'm getting my cake. It's okay. Good. You better get a cake if somebody interrupts this content that you're experiencing right now. I'm sitting... The test of reading a guide in the Mux game is better than, like, 2 hours of terrible education. At least, that's what I learnt. Dan, why are you actually the worst? I don't know, I'm just I'm a terrible human being, honestly. And anyone's watching this. I'm just a train wreck of a human being. What do you think about the YouTube thing? It sounds like YouTube, they gave a statement that were like, we'll fix it so it doesn't do that anymore. Which is good. I mean, that's how the world works. Problem happens, people point out the problem, people go, whoops, we'll fix the problem. Pregnant Eliza, let's talk about that. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so if you're not watching, basically, if you're somebody that likes TV shows, or just anything in life, and you're not watching mine and Phil's series playing The Sims 4 on our gaming channel, you're missing out on some of the most intense drama that is being produced in the world right now, because the drama just doesn't stop happening. After last time's cliffhanger, where Dill nearly burnt down his neighbour's house with a ray gun. And Jesus Christ, it started. I'm gonna get me and Phil fucking tattooed on my forehead. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? Try me, bitch. We went to the house of Eliza Pancakes, who we nearly burnt down, and we made her pregnant, which was really weird. I feel like I violated some kind of law of the universe, and she had a baby, and it's called Evan, and it's really cute. Does not have Dab's amazing hair, though. So, there we go. Oh my god, honestly, it's such a good soap opera. Me and Phil, when we're making these Sims videos, we start filming, and we're like, what's gonna happen? We don't even know where this is going to go. And honestly, when we finished the episode, we were like, well, we forced somebody to be pregnant, replaced their furniture, made them have a child, and then made 2 child best friends happen. There we go. Shush, I haven't watched it yet. I mean, come on. If you avoid the internet for Game of Thrones spoilers, where are you when Dan and Phil Games is pumping out The Sims content? Honestly, it's like half of what I'm living for right now. It's the TV show that I'm in control of. Dab needs a sibling. Interesting. The title scared the shot out of me. Yes! Thank Phil for that. Like, another thing that you should thank Phil for, I need to apologise for this, and I'm also holding these. Oh my god. Spawn. So, we made these plushies ages ago. I don't know if you saw. These little cute Dan and Phil plushies. And then I think they all sold out, because we didn't make that many, because we didn't know. Who would care? And they're finally back. So if you're one of the many, many billion people that have been emailing Phil's brother, being like, if you go to danandphilshop.com, #spawn, you can get the plushies again. And also, Phil, Jesus Christ, if you go to the checkout and use the code SWAGLORD, I do believe it is, then there's 20% off all t-shirts. So if you've been saving up or waiting to harass somebody with a credit card and feel like you can live through typing the phrase swaglord into a code thing, then knock yourself out, honestly. Okay, there we go. Oh, we're running a little competition as well. I'll shut up about merch. But this is just quite cute and funny, and people do this a lot of things. People that get the plushies, if you take like a funny photo of them in a situation or somewhere interesting around the world, and tweet them with hashtag Dan and Phil plushies, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. We're going to pick some that we like, and we're just going to chuck them some vouchers for our merch. So if you get these and you want to be cute, happening, whatever. Try to say Spanish. Macrigato. Okay, Macrigato. Not even any clue. Mastri. Gato. I have no idea. I'm doing good, said Darla. We have a positive person here in the chat, people. This is good. Follow my Tumblr blog, level 64. Okay, tweet it at me after this. Sing us a song. No, Sophie, but I appreciate the message. Boop, bada, beep, bap, bap. I'm in a good mood, but physically bad. We all relate to that. I've been so tired. Oh my god. These last 2 weeks for Dan have been an emotional roller coaster. Physically. Is here, said Carolyn. What up, Seabag? That sounds like I just called you a word. I'm sorry about thoughts on Beauty and the Beast. I haven't seen it. I'm going to be honest with you. Are you ready for this? I'm not that interested in watching Beauty and I saw the animated movie. Why do I want to watch a live action one? I've seen it. You know what I mean? I don't have much time to go to the cinema. If I did, then I'd want to go see Logan and Get Out. Number one, I have not seen Logan yet. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I haven't watched Logan. I apologise. But you know what I watched? That you should watch? Get Out. Yep, that's right. You know, the comedians, well, Jordan Peele, one half of them, directed a horror movie, and it's called Get Out, and it's in the cinema now, and it's so good. If you're like old enough to go watch it, or you're the kind of person who doesn't care, and you're just gonna like break in and do that, which I'm not encouraging you to do, it is so entertaining. Honestly, if you need something to like do with some friends on a Friday, go watch it. It is so entertaining. It's really good. It's a 5-star movie that's going to change your life, like Moonlight or, La La Land. It's a 5-star movie. It's pretty good. It's just so entertaining and really good. It's like technically a horror movie because there's a lot of violence and fear, but it's not necessarily scary. If you're somebody that doesn't like supernatural stuff, but you're okay with like people shooting each other in crime shows, then you're fine. Like honestly, if you can watch a show where there's a dramatic stabbing or some people having a shootout, then you can go watch it. It's not scary in that way. So you should totally go it because it's like so funny and intense, and the plot twists are like so good. And it's one of the best movies about race relations in America, despite being a horror. It's, what's that? Andy said, it's woke AF. It's, in a sense, yeah, the actors are very good. It's a great movie. So go watch that if you wanted something to watch. Dan gives it his, what's happened to your cheek? I'm like, ooh, Dan's red patch. Look at that. No idea. It just happens every now and then. Just blood vessels on my face. Art polish. Is that something you want to see? Okay. I'll add that to the ideas list. Say hi to Mara and Lex. What up? Have you ever seen How I Met Your Mother? I watched season 1 like 40,000 years ago, and then I never started watching it again. I don't know. There's other things. Yeah. Horse Prince? ? Okay, Horse Prince. Let's talk about this. There's a game where you date a horse. It's kind of creepy. It's kind of funny. You feel like it's illegal that you're watching it. If you don't watch this, it's on our gaming channel. You need to just watch the gaming channel. We're making some funny videos. Now, this game has like 14 chapters, and some people are like epically disturbed by this video. They're like actually scared. We asked people it because you love it and you think it's funny and whatever, or do you hate it? Are you actually scared and disturbed by a horse dating game and you don't like it at all? Or do you want us to just do like an epic video where it finishes? Well, we read the comments and we have decided that we're our one huge video that finishes the whole thing. Because some people that don't like it, which is some people out there, don't want to keep being continually traumatized by it for 3 months. We appreciate that, but lots of people do want it because they're disgusting trash bags that kind of want to watch this thing. So we're going to do a video. Hello, thing flying across the screen. Thanks, Halter Queen, for the chopper ride, where we do it all. So that way, people that hate it can only avoid one video to not get nightmares, and the people that do want it can just be like, watch the whole thing. I don't know what I just did, but I think, frankly, prepared to max your credit. Will you be starting a new series? Who knows? Oh my god, is it like Life is Strange or something like that? People keep tweeting these things at us that are like, don't. I'm not being mean. We heard you didn't want to play Life is Strange because people will say you're playing the game wrong. You can't play the game wrong. We just want to see the real you and see what decisions you make. I think it's this game where you like control a story and you can make like life choices. And I think people thought that we'd be saying we'd play the game wrong, but you can't play a game wrong when you're just making choices in the story. I was just going to be annoyed that people would take it way too seriously, trying to psychoanalyze the choices that we made. When I'm not going to take anything seriously on YouTube. Play it, please! Oh, do you want to see Dan and Phil making tough moral decisions? And then they start crying, and they have a debate, and they have a fight about who they should save, who they should kill, should they lie or tell the truth? Oh my god! Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Whatever. Maybe we'll just do it because it's a fun series that lots of people want to recommend. Say hi to Kate and Abby. Or maybe not. Who cares? I tweeted you how to plushies I made. I will search for that, Lucy. Going to Tokyo soon. Any trip advice? Go to the robot restaurant. Download the Subway app. I said this last week. Have afternoon tea at a hotel. They do like dank afternoon tea in Japan, even though it's like a totally British thing. That seems completely inappropriate. Say hi to Alex Jones, said Bag Fan Trash. Oh my god, am I being live streamed to InfoWars right now? I've made it. Shout out to all my gay frogs out there. Notice the Obami group chat. What up, Meredith P and the Gangalang? I'm a disgusting... Bet you can't say my name right, said Ava Gailey, who literally like wrote something in some kind of Asian text. I don't even know how to pronounce that! What do you want me to do? You can't write something at me in like Korean and say, bet you can't pronounce this. That looks like a freaking a triangle and two like numbers and a spatula. Mate, don't know what I'm looking at. How are you today? I'm good. I'm warm. It's all fun. I'm sick. Help me. Loads of people I know in London are like, there's a sickness going around. You're going to get it. And I'm like, don't talk to me. Don't cough on me. Don't breathe on me. You should watch Blue Exorcist. Been there, watched that. They make another anime called Maggie, which Danny preferred, but Blue Exorcist is still pretty good. Boom. When's the next Dan's Not on Fire video? Dunno. Dan, did you have a good cinema experience watching Get Out? No! Okay, do you want to rant? There was a guy, so annoying, directly in front of me and Phil. Oh my god, I was like, fully go back to 2011, or was it 12, what not to do at the cinema. Solid Dan is Not on Fire video, if I do say myself. Hasn't aged too much. Phil and I'm literally, I'm gonna get a Sharpie, and I'm gonna write it on my forehead. Anyway, this guy, oh my god, he was so annoying. He kept, like, tapping. It was audible. What is wrong with you? You're in a cinema, and, like, why does everyone, like, do it? Would it really be that entertaining to see me write me and Phil on my face? You're gonna turn that into some weird meme, honestly. He was tapping, so annoying. He had a friend on the other side of the cinema, and he kept throwing popcorn at his friend. He threw it once, and his friend was like, haha, that was funny, he threw some popcorn at me. But then he kept doing it. Phil was in like full social meerkat mode, just like having a crisis at this social situation that he felt responsible for. And then the guy threw some popcorn and it hit the people behind his friend. Stop! Oh my god, would anything freak you out more, like feeling socially responsible for another person's actions? Oh my god, Phil was just like, at this. And then he was sat next to his friend, and he kept talking to his friend, and his friend was trying to watch the movie, and his friend kept like saying, no, it's okay, and turning around, like, oh my god, your friend doesn't want you to talk to him. And then he got shushed from someone in front of him. Oh my god, he got shushed. And then he spent the next hour of the movie taking his hood on and off. He was literally sat there like... And yeah, that was, it was challenging. There we go. I'll just do this. Wow. Product placement right there. Hi, I'm an... Say hi to Honey and Alexis. What up? Alexis. Will you say hi to my dad? He's watching with me. Hi, Rose Kelly's dad. I'm a terrible influence. Just kidding. I'm a wholesome, relatable human being that could be worse. Maybe. Dementor Dan. Dementor. Indeed. Daniel the Grim Reaper. Scientists can't tell. You're a tapper once. I tap all the time, but not in the cinema. Jesus. What kind of person do you think I have? What do you think of post-rock? I like post-rock. I don't listen to it a lot, but I like it as a genre. Say hi to Mimi and Katie, please. Hi. I can't believe you got Eliza pregnant. People are really shocked about that. Riverdale. Let's talk about Riverdale. What the hell? 2-week break? Why am I alive right now? What am I holding out for? I was waiting, and then I was like, surprise, it's not on this week. And I was like, okay. Well, I was like waiting for that. But whatever. And then it gets to like this week, and I'm like, okay, here we go. And then everyone's like, it's a 2-week break, and I'm like, hold up, what? So I'm very upset. Honestly, I'm like, you look so small and squish. Aww. When you see the Grim Reaper who comes to collect your soul, you can say, and you can pinch his little skeleton cheeks. Do skeletons have cheeks? I'm guessing they have cheekbones. That'll do. I'm sure he'd let you squeeze them. That's nice. I have 2 presentations to do, says D is not on fire. Just imagine everybody naked, except don't do that. That'd be like really weird. Just like talk to somebody behind... Like, constantly look in between people, so you're not making eye contact with people. Talk about Arca, said Maya S. Music! Who wants some music recommendations from your local hipster, Daniel Howell? See, that works a lot. If I was a music blogger, Daniel Howell would be good. Or maybe I could be full Emma Stone and just change my surname to something else. Daniel Mysterio. I apologise for what I've just said. I'm sorry about that. Can you whistle? Yes, I can. Did you know? Oh, yeah. So, new music. Drake's album. Who's listened to More Life? What do you think, lads and ladettes? And non-gender specific lades. Daniel Lester, good suggestion. Oh, he did it, Nicological. Wayo, it's a playlist. It's amazing. Passion fruit. I love the whole thing. I don't like it. Yay! I prefer it to Views, honestly. Views was like so shit. This is my favourite thing he's done since If You're Eating It's Too Late. It's just some nice vibes. I like the song with gigs on it. Glow is obviously good. Yeah, I mean, it's not amazing, but I kind of prefer casual Drake than Drake trying to be good, I find. I think that Drake just being of the moment and spontaneous is more enjoyable. So even though it's more of a playlist and not really a whole Drake project, it's basically just a bunch of OVO sounds that are nice to listen to, and I'm about that. That's pretty fun. I got bumped off the top spot. Did you? Who's up there now? Horrendous. Kaylee Med, Halter Queen, Mariana Sugg, Sophie Maikata, Karina Liao, Joe Tolina, Allergies and Crackers, Elizabeth Atkins, 28.9, Hayley Quinn, and I Ate Luke. Boom. Can you adopt me, please? My life sucks right now. You'll get through it. I mean, you know, everyone thinks their life sucks at one time. You'll be fine. Say hi to the Furry Polygamy group chat, Dan. I think I've spoken to you before about how the things tend to like go downhill the longer it goes. That was the example of that. I mean, Jesus Christ. What do you think about Argentina? I've never been, Luxana, but I've heard nice things. You're a soft goth, said Sodacore. Is that my aesthetic right now? Soft gothcore. Tender baggy, gloom wave, purple nurple, Dan. I wouldn't enjoy that. I hate online college, it sucks balls. Okay, Chelsea, there we go, person that said Open University. It sucks balls. But who's to say that sucking balls isn't a good thing? Let's not be offensive. Or is it? Who knows? Thank you for making me smile. You're welcome, Lola. Thanks for watching this right now. What TV you watching? Talk about Arca. Oh, sorry, I ignored you. Yeah! This is funny. So, there's a guy called Arca. I think he's Spanish. I'm so sorry if that's wrong. And he's a music producer. And he is one of the people that does the music for FKA Twigs. As you should know, FKA Twigs is a singer, a dancer, just an artist. And she's one of my faves. I stan FKA Twigs. And one of the reasons her music is so unique is because the production is so crazy and weird. And Arca, I just entered the live show and the first thing he said was about sucking balls. Welcome to Dan Is Not On Fire. Or Daniel Howell's Cultural Corner. Yeah, and he does like solo albums, but they're like really weird and you probably wouldn't like it, maybe. I don't know, maybe like you would. It's like really just weird and electronic. But anyway, he's got like some new music and he's like singing in it. And he's Venezuelan, said Jessica. I see, but do Venezuelans speak Spanish? If so, that would maybe explain. Where he's singing and is like in front of the lens and it's like so good and it's so weird. It's basically really arty, dark, haunting, like electro art pop, kind of like a mixture between Bjork, FKA Twigs, and like the spirit of a gay Spanish saint that christens you with its presence. And there's this guy called Anthony Flamdambo who looks like a melon. You don't care. And he said he didn't get it because he didn't know if it was good to listen to, honestly. I could not disagree more. But this is the guy that said My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was a 5 out of 10. So everybody knows that. Just kidding, I love him. Yeah, I just got here. Good, you missed nothing inappropriate. Oh, shit. Yeah, someone was watching this with their dad, weren't they? And then I just said that whole thing. Oh, God. Lydia Bowles at Steven Universe. Yeah, you guess what? Me and Phil have finally caught up with Steven Universe. We have finally watched all of Steven Universe. And now we're like, what is life? Honestly, it's just... like, my life is just so much worse and sadder now that I don't have... Fuck everybody writing me and Phil. I don't care. I'm going to just run away to Venezuela and just never make a video again. FYI, everyone here is really cool and nice. I'm sure if you look hard enough in the chat, you'll find some kind of cannibal or strange weirdo. Yeah, it was such an injection of beautiful art and amazing humour and everything. We've watched all the shorts. Watch Rick and Morty now. I think we're going to have to. Rick and Morty is the next thing. Steven Universe, I think, is one of my favourite cartoons of all time, ever. I mean, it just has to be. And now I'm like, Lapidot, I ship the fuck out of Lapidot. Are you kidding me? Lapis Lazuli is me. I've never related more to a cartoon character in my entire life. Yeah. Can you pronounce my name? No. I'm just going to go with no. I'm not going to try and get that wrong. What should I draw, said Percy Minor. Draw this. There we go. Call it The Face of Hopelessness and Despair. Uh-oh, someone said Amadot is better. What? What do you base that on? Arca is Venezuelan. Thanks for correcting me, correctional friendos on the interwebs. Wow, a lot of people really in here with the Steven Universe ships. That's a corner of Tumblr Danny doesn't want to go to. Woo! Shaming you right here. What's your favourite Steven Universe song? I mean, the short... where they, like, composed the theme tune with Steven singing. I, like, nearly cried. The best episode, my favourite song, was I mean, I'm sorry, I'm going to shut up about this soon, because I know not all of you watch Steven Universe. Steven Universe is a cartoon on Cartoon Network. You should watch it. It's really amazing. Was the episode where they went to New York with Greg and Pearl, and the whole thing. I mean, it was literally better than La La Land. Like, I'm sorry. This one episode of Steven Universe where they went to the city with Greg and Pearl, it was better than La La Land. It was that good. The show is that good. Honestly, it's a cartoon, but it deals with themes, and it has well-rounded characters, and it has art, it has pop culture references, Honestly, it's a cartoon on Cartoon Network, but it's like actually better than like a lot of shows and movies. Sorry, but I made an edit of your forehead and tweeted at you. That's cyberbullying. I'm gonna leave if you don't stop this right now. Apparently, 30,000 people plus have been watching this live on YouTube right now. Hi, people watching this on YouTube. You have a crazy chat scrolling so fast right now. There is a link in the description of this YouTube video. If you click it, you'll go to a website called YouNow. You can download an app or just log in on the website, and then you can chat to me in the actual chat, which is where this streams to Twitter. And there we go. It was my birthday yesterday. Say hi. That sounded like kind of threatening to me, Pixies, but I respect your birthday, and I you know, I hope that goes. Say hi to the Yeet Delete group chat. What is wrong with all of you? Honestly. Rick and Morty will make you question the reality of nature and the universe. Sounds like my kind of show. You gesticulate a lot. I do. I gesticulate a lot. Do you watch Drag Race? I've watched some of it. I haven't, like, I feel like I should watch more of it. I wish I had more time to watch TV. Maybe I just need to, break my legs or something. Deliberately. I have track on Thursday, wish me luck. Can't relate to that. Whatever that is, good luck with that exercise. Say hi to Katie, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Katie. I hope you're having the best day this week. Do you like ham? You know, I even when I was younger, didn't rate ham that much, but I appreciate that people do. I shoved a needle through my own septum. How did that go? Did you sterilize it first? I appreciate that some people do want to pierce themselves for, like, various reasons, but I hope you, like, read some listicles or something about how to do that safely, otherwise your nose is going to fall off. Get that salt water on it. Track is running, Daniel. I got that. I just don't know what else it involves. Honestly, how hydrated are you right now? I'm pretty hydrated. I could be more hydrated. You look high, said Yashfar. High on what? High on the thrill of interacting with strangers on the internet. The high on the concept of bearing my soul to the internet. Why do you always wear black, said Julie. I don't know. I just like the colour black. I feel comfortable and cool in the colour black. I feel like it reflects my personality. I don't like to stand out. I don't like to grab people's attention with yellow. I prefer to just not stick out and be dark, and it's flattering. Do you like Sonic, says Brokitty. I mean, I like Sonic. I'm not like a big Sonic fan. I've played basically all of the Sonic games, and I think they're good. Rip your emails with the B-movie scripts. Honestly, I can't make an internet support group video for about 3 years now. Can you please say hi to the Raw XC group chat? Okay, that's the end. You've just ruined it. I mean, we've done so many, and they just keep going downhill from front to back. Oh my god. Has it ever crossed your mind, said somebody with a panda profile picture, that if everyone else was wearing colour, you'd stand out wearing black? Oh my god! Maybe. I don't know. It would have to be like everyone wearing a single colour and then you wearing black, though. There we go. What does your hood say? That's the name of the thing. This is the name of the thing. And this is a semi-ironic thing that says, drink from me and live forever. Which is kind of like ironic, vampire cringe-core. But I love it. I think it's good. I'd frame it if I didn't wear it. When did you start watching Phil's videos? I don't know, back in like 2007 or something. I've been watching YouTube since... When was my account created? No, 2006, 2005? You know. I was watching YouTube for ages, and there was nothing interesting happening on YouTube. 2006, thank you, Laura's Not on Fire. Coming at me strong with the YouTube triv. Indeed. Dan, I got an A+ on my Algebra 2 test. What the hell? Good luck for you. Your hood says clothing in French. Indeed, vêtements. That is what that means. Hi Dan, can we be friends? Freya, I really appreciate that. That's a very nice thing to say. But you might be a cannibal that has sex with dogs, and I can't condone that. Honestly, I'm so sorry. Watch Voltron, says everybody. Voodoo Doll says, have you played Breath of the Wild yet? Look, I'm at an impasse. You guys need to help me. I said about this last week. Phil's finished playing Final Fantasy 15. I've been waiting for Final Fantasy 15 for 10 years, but now Zelda's come out, and apparently it's one of the best video games ever made. Do I play Zelda Breath of the Wild or Final Fantasy 15? Hello, did you talk about Riverdale? I just arrived. Yeah, and the lack of it in my life. Ergo, the lack of life I have. Play Zelda, binge. Final Fantasy. Obviously, Zelda! You're the reason I'm failing school. I failed. Irish rip my life. Should I do history or politics? Final Fantasy 15. Zelda, obviously. Final Fantasy, Zelda. Zelda takes a long time. Zelda apparently takes a long time. I bet that Final Fantasy would take longer, especially if I got into it. Phil has said that there are grindy aspects of it. I play Mario Kart on DAP. We might when Deluxe comes out for the Switch, as that's like a relevant excuse to bring it back. Why am I singing Justin Timberlake? What is wrong with me? Opinion on Sherlock. There it is. There it is. Damn live show bingo. Take a shot of water and feel more refreshed and hydrated. I like Sherlock. It's a good show. The last 2 seasons have been kind of not as good, though. The last episode especially. I didn't like it. I appreciated what was good about it. Don't come for me, Sherlock fans. Don't come for me. I'm one of you. I'm allowed to have opinions. Just because you're a fan of something doesn't mean you have to support it through thick and thin. If you're a fan of a band and someone in the band murders somebody, you don't have to support them, okay? You can criticize them. Like, I'm a huge fan of Kanye West, and he's constantly terrible. And instead of defending him like some Kanye fans do, I go, no, that's terrible. I like his music. I wish he didn't do that thing. In the same way you can really like Sherlock and go, that last episode was disappointing. Anyway, I'm wearing my pants backwards, said Elizabeth. Elizabeth, you are an inspiration to us all. I relate to that. That is good. Please say hi to my son, Aram. Hello, Leah Michelle 1982 son, Aram. If your son is like 5 or younger, probably shouldn't watch my videos. Which kind of pants? Grey sweatpants. Oh yeah. Fun fact, cannibalism is illegal. What? Yes it is. I'm a law student. I studied a case about cannibalism. I'm not wearing pants. Well, this is escalating. We found people that aren't even wearing pants. I'm proud of you right now. You're representing the community so beautifully. Do you listen to Coldplay? Not really. I used to when I was like 15. Have you seen Beauty and the Beast yet? No, Reagan. Say hi to Erin and Ashley. Hi, Erin and Ashley. Come to Norway, please. I'd love to one day. Why did you want to die so much in your video? That's just what I'm like. I'm teaching myself piano. Any tips? Don't get an evil teacher who crushes your dreams. Find somebody that is nice and encourages you. Is it acceptable to go to bed right now? I'd say it's acceptable to go to bed in like 7 minutes when I leave. Otherwise, I'll just feel like you've been rude. Honestly. Damn, the views are frozen. It happens all the time. You know, is a good website that works most of the time. Read more premiums. I'm sorry, did you have AP classes? I'm taking one. What even is an AP class? Translate that into English for me, somebody in the chat. You always respond to my cues deeply. Ugh, said Caitlin. Oh, I'm sorry, Caitlin. Is that a bad thing? I'm just a deep person. Advanced placements. You've defined it for me, but what does that mean? Higher levels? Is that like A levels and AS levels? If so, yes. AP level. Oh my god, someone did it. Oh my god, somebody did it. It's a college class. Good. They defined it. It was good. Oh my god, and it's gone that the college classes you take in high school. Right. Do we have that in England? I don't know. Is that what A levels are? A lot of Americans right now just talking to me in American, honestly. It's like AS levels. Yes, says everybody. Yes, I did those. It was good. What did you get at AS? I got 5 A's at AS, because I'm a nerd. But to be fair, the difference between AS and A levels was quite stark. The A2s were much more difficult. How was your day? It was cold and then warm. Moderately hydrated. Well, thanks. This kid made me cry today at school. Well, forget that person. What a dick. Unless they made you cry because they read some beat poetry that was so well written and inspirational. That was good. How much do your viewers make you cringe, said Katie. Not that often. I mean, a lot of it's in jest. The thing is with audiences is they're very diverse. You know, people of all ages, of all walks of life, of all different senses of humours. The way that people interact on Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and YouTube is very different. You know, Facebook, where people have their real names, they tend to be quite articulate, which is good. You know, I say something, everyone's quite funny. It's like they're all trying to make smart, clever comments. On Twitter, people are like super sarcastic and have a good sense of humour. I love that. I think it's really funny. Tumblr, people are incredibly creative and arty, so I go to Tumblr and I like stuff, and it just, you know, it's very inspiring how creative people are. YouTube, it's good. I feel like when I ask for a question, it's good. When it's a funny video with like easy responses, it's good. Sometimes when it's just like a mass of comments that are irrelevant, I'm like, talk about the video. I'ma punch you. So I saw a lot of you saw my comment on the internet support group video. I was like, I arrived, I asked for discussion, and I'm seeing too many jokes. But no, it's good. The only thing I don't like is when people comment on other videos because it embarrasses me. If I recommend a song, the one thing you're not allowed to do is to go to that video and go, anyone got sent here by Dan? Honestly, everyone hates when people do that. So if I go to a video and someone's like, this gamer sent me here, I'm like, I want to see comments about the video, but everyone's talking about this YouTuber I don't know. I understand that for the community of people, it's fun to find friends and be like, anyone else here? And you should be allowed to, but I'm scared. But the people on YouTube are also a lot younger because cynical teenagers and stressed students and young adults who don't know anything that they're doing with their lives, they're less likely to comment on YouTube because they know that it's not a good place to have a conversation. They're more likely to be on the Tumblr writing long posts, or the Twitter, you know, doing things, or the Facebook. So YouTube comments tend to be younger, but, you know, we're all young. It's fine. It's all happiness and positivity. Can you say hi to the Whooper GC? What up? I feel like you brought the bar up a bit, unless that means something kinky that I don't know. What's your favourite thing in your room? Myself, because I have high self-esteem. Say hi to Claudia from Switzerland. Hi. What about Instagram? Instagram has, like, the worst fucking comments of anything. I think I've said this before. Not necessarily mine. If you go to, like, Kim Kardashian's, it's just like a waterfall of nothingness. You cannot have a conversation on Instagram. Comments on Instagram are just, like, things that people copy and paste. You go to any celebrity's Instagram, and no, it's just, like, people promoting themselves, random, like, brands liking it. It's just, I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing, though. I mean, Instagram's something that you follow and you like it and it's interesting. I don't think everything has to have a community. So, whatever. That's fine. What happens to people who drown themselves into sports anime and never satisfied with real people because of anime? You'll get older and then you'll be like, I crave human interaction, probably, and then you'll just settle for somebody that's a lot more disappointing than your favourite Instagram character. Instagram character? Oh my god, Dan wires crossing golden retriever syndrome. Hello. Can you choke me? Said Settle Savan. We're here. Is that the influence that Troy's music is having on youth? Here's Troy's new single, Choke Me Please. I'd buy it, just to be supportive. Dan, can you name my 5 houseplants? 5 houseplants. I'll name one of them. Derek. There we go. Have you ever played Dungeons & Dragons? No, I haven't, but I would be down for some dank role-playing sometime. I feel like Phil would be a good game master. Here you're fighting a dog. The dog takes off their hat, and it's actually a prince dressed as a dog. I feel like that's something that Phil would say. Could you all imagine that? I think that would be good. Dan, how was your week? I've been irrationally sleepy. I don't know. Well, I do have an idea why. I've been very tired. Today I feel like I've been irrationally sleepy. I ate 2 apples just to zazz myself with the sharpness of an apple. Daniel, you can't call it Derek. Your dimple's named Derek. That's where that's Dungeon Master Dan. I'm sorry. Dan, what's your favourite Undertale theory? Honestly, I liked Undertale at face value. I feel like the deeper I got into theories, the more magic gets stripped away from it. I watch like Matt Pat's videos about like Gaster and stuff because it's like interesting, but I feel like you need some mystery. You know. Dan, would you ever come to Michigan? Did I come to Michigan on tour? I love how I don't even remember that. I'm clearly a good person. I turned 23. How old is one adult? Maddie, why are you asking me? I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, Kalamazoo, Michigan. How could I forget? Yeah, I went. Kalamazoo. Which one? I liked Kalamazoo. That was fun. You're so weird, said Nicole. Am I? Am I weird? From watching these live streams, people in the chat right now, how weird do you think I am? How weird would you say I am? Honest opinion. From this last kind of half an hour, 35 minutes, hour that you've been watching with me, how weird am I? 10. 10, okay, 1, 7, 7. Oh, okay, you know, there's lots of 10s, a couple 1s, a lot of people saying something. You know what I love? You know what I love? A lot of people are saying 7, and that's hilarious, because 10 is like, I'm being funny. 1 is like, I'm being funny, describing things, you know, whatever. 7 is like, I've thought about it, and I think that you're definitely above average weird. Thanks, guys! There's nothing wrong with being weird. I think weird is a compliment. Honestly, what does weird mean? What's the definition of weird? Who knows? What did you do on St. Patrick's Day, Dan? Did you go out and drink Guinness? Ha! No, I stayed inside and looked at some drunk people wearing St. Patrick's Day giant novelty hats. You know those Guinness hats? Didn't drink any Guinness. I stayed inside and looked at a lot of people wearing a Guinness-shaped novelty hat whilst throwing up on the floor. That was fun. Dan, it's the first day of spring. Have you planted any daffodils? No. Maybe I should buy some and light them and have a great time. We're learning about the reproductive system in a mixed class. I think that's good. I think that's good. Honestly, schools that divide people via gender, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, what you're trying to do there, stop people from being distracted by sex and romance. Firstly, non-straight people exist. Secondly, toxic masculinity in all-male schools and the horribleness that is girls being mean to each other in all-girls schools is probably worse than any kind of flirty distraction that would happen. And I think that, you know, people of either gender learning about how the opposite sexes' bodies work is a good thing. You know, if more boys knew about how menstruation worked and more girls understood how male puberty worked, life would be less confusing, especially as a teenager where everything is just terrifying and confusing. I just ran to the bus in the rain. Kath's wet. Ugh, are you like damp now? Have you got that like damp smell on your woolly clothing? I'm sorry. Dan, don't leave, I just arrived. I'll stay for a bit. What about when you're asexual? That's fine. You know, you can have any sexual identity you want. It's okay. You can feel as specifically sexual or non-specifically sexual as you please. Damp, so don't say damp, I hate that. Damp is a disgusting word. Honestly, it is, isn't it? It's so bad. I go to an all-school, but I have male teachers. Now that sounds dangerous. There's some animes about that, I'm sure. Hobbit hair is so cute. Moist. We're not getting onto the gross... Oh, here we go. Now the entire chat's just moist. Jesus. Dan, teach us about menstruation. That's not... I mean, you know, there's a line, and that's the line. You can Google that shit. Someone's made an informative YouTube video with some quality animation about that. You can go to them for that. You can go to me to see the slow unraveling of a young adult working out what the meaning of life is. That's what I'm here for, not sex education. Yet. Maybe one day I'll work out what the meaning of life is, stop making relatable content about my struggles of surviving in the modern era, and just say, hey, I'm now a biology YouTuber, let's talk about fallopian tubes. Song, said Anna T. That's so mysterious, what could you mean? Song. Songs are good, song is nice. Quite. Hi Dan, can I be pansexual and asexual at the same time? You don't have to define it. You know, there's lots of words, and words can be good. You know, there's a million words for genders, there's a million words for sexual, and what they can be good for, these labels, are for helping you to understand your feelings. Because if you see a description of something written down, you can think, that's how I feel. And maybe if you want to, you know, convey your personality to somebody, then you can look that up and you could go, yeah, you know what I mean. Maybe you're a panromantic asexual, which means, you know, I can feel attraction to genders, but I don't feel particularly sexual. Maybe it's just at this point in my life, maybe that'll change in 10 years, and that's just a way to do it. I know that some people argue that sexuality and all these labels and definitions are different things, but we don't even know what sexuality means. So, there we go. Say hi to Dodo, she's in hospital. Hope you don't go extinct like the bird, Dodo. Please live longer than the bird. Hi Dan, hi Leah, thoughts on K-pop? It's good. I only just got back. My birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday. Tomorrow. I'm ace and tired, said Phoebe. That's fine. I'm ace, but what if I change my mind? That's okay. You know, honestly. You know, on one hand, you don't have to label yourself. A lot of Tumblr, they make you feel like I need to label myself with these complicated labels to be cool. You don't have to. If you want to just be a formless blob, a mess that struggles to define themselves from moment to moment, that's also okay. You can use labels if you wish, if it helps them to define yourself, and you can change. You can say, I feel like all my friends and family and people at school are pressuring me to get into relationships, but I feel internally like I identify as asexual because I don't feel like I'm about that. And then maybe, who knows, in 5 years, you'll want to date somebody. That's fine. You can label yourself to tell people what kind of personality you have right now if you want, or not if you feel like you want to change your mind. It's okay. It's cool. It's fine. I'm just concerned for all you... Queer is a good umbrella term. It is, for basically... I like that as a word for just everything that isn't normative, which is, you know, straight, white, cis males that are born in capitalist countries into rich families. The opposite of the current society privilege. As an umbrella term for people who maybe aren't represented or treated as fairly, that society should work on representing more. Indeed. Try to insult the audience in 3 words. Time to go. Did that go? Dan, can I have a hug before you go? I'm scared. I would, but I feel like someone's dad's watching this, and after I talked about testicles, I feel like this dad is going to come to my house, knock down my door, and possibly attack me. So, there we go. I mean, like, honestly, I've sworn a few times, I've talked about writing on my face, I've talked about testicles, and, you know, now I'm discussing sexuality. I feel like this dad is going to come for me. I'm dansexual. Right, I feel like that's just bookended that chat. I feel like we've talked about everything that's happened in the last week. Dan, hide the spawn, sorry. It's just comfy, honestly. I love this. It's because it's so huge and baggy, it just makes me feel like a formless blob. And that's when your external clothing reflects your internal personality, which I think is what we should all strive for. That's style, baby. Who cares about fitting in with modern fashion trends? I hope you all enjoyed the internet support group video. We talked about some, like, real topics in there. I saw some people... Oh my god, that's so loud. This apartment is so noisy. This apartment is so noisy, end me. Please release me from this hell. It's still going on. Oh my god. Guess the crime. Indeed! Yeah, it was fun. We talked about the meaning of life, surviving in a world where you don't know about the political climate. Spooky photos. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks. Please send me real problems that aren't B-movie stuff. I hope you've enjoyed the gaming channel. Honestly, watch the gaming channel. It's so good. Yeah. Shout out to all the people on YouTube watching this after. Shout out to all the people that have taken time out of their Tuesdays to watch this. I appreciate you. I did that Tumblr queue. Sorry to everyone that was like, where was your queue? It wasn't turned on. I queued a bunch of stuff and then it wasn't publishing anything for 2 days. Whoops. But that's updated now. I hope you've had a good week. Thanks for watching me. Stay hydrated. Don't make any B-movie memes that died like a month ago. Watch some TV. And I'll probably see you next Tuesday, my cyber pals. Ciao.